$100,000. Can we get there as a video editor? I've done it. You can do it too. Maybe not you. Some of you guys are lazy. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna break down exactly how not only I've done it, but plenty other people in my online school video production plus my private members community for video creators on the come up. Avin joined us a week ago. He already says VP Plus is a cheat code. Joined us. He had one client. Now he's got 3. Victor also joined us. Said, I've been here for 3 days. I already doubled my money. Today I'm gonna give you guys the roadmap. How you go from a freelancer to a 6 figures video editor making $100,000 plus a year. I'm gonna tell you guys my first-hand experience doing it. There was some very crucial things that I had to change to get to the finish line and actually have a 6-figure business. Today, we're gonna break it all down. Let's get started with the video. So we've all thought about it. How do we scale the 6 figures? As an independent freelancer, it is tough to scale the 6 figures. I myself have never scaled the 6 figures as an independent freelancer. I'm talking about just me, Jack Cole, handling all deliverables, all client communication. I made it to the $5,000 a month mark. I couldn't really take on much more than that, to be totally honest with you. Now, there is the argument to say, okay, well, Jack, why don't you just increase your prices? For sure. However, oftentimes things that come with increasing prices are 2 of the things. Either number 1, you need to go find higher profile clients because your current clients are happy with the current price. Or number 2, you need to massively upskill. Maybe you get really good at motion tracking, motion graphics. Both of those things can be tough to do. The path I'm going to talk to you guys about today, which is potentially staying at a similar pricing structure, but just being able to handle more output. Now, what that is an agency model. If you're a freelancer, you have massive manual labor, you have intensive hours, you are at the whim of someone else's schedule. You do have to sit there and do 5 hours of editing, 8 hours of editing, whatever the case may be. And because of that, you're getting a lot of screen time. So eventually, for me, I did experience burnout as a freelancer. I was every single day nonstop, literally 7 days a week. It was a point of pride for me to come in on Sundays when I was building my business. I had a nice little £190 a month office that I was renting, and I was doing a lot. I was freelancing full-time throughout the week for my clients, and then I was also in the club filming nightclubs for extra cash with my videography stuff in the weekend. I'd have a couple music videos here and there. Maybe I'd go to a business promo video, a gym, whatever the case may be. But let's go ahead and talk about the more scalable solution, the agency model. An agency model is I have clients, Jack Cole, I'm in demand, and I go get my friend Jake, who doesn't have as many clients, and I say, hey, I'm charging my client $150. Jake, I'm gonna give you the video. I'll give you 100. I'm gonna keep 50, and I'll manage the relationship between the client and you, Jake, the freelancer, and me, Jack, is gonna take a little fee for that, basically. So you are essentially attracting clients through your social proof, your track record. Then you go into an agency model where you're not the one who's actually doing the work. You're taking the meetings, taking this. God damn it. You're taking the meetings, doing the sales, you're front of house, bringing the clients in and managing the client relationship, and then you're taking their work and you're outsourcing it to your freelancers below you, and you're essentially the middleman. Now, the reason this doesn't work without you doing all of the freelance career yourself is because, 1, you have to understand the process of delivering content to a client. You also have to understand the editing process to a certain extent so you can actually efficiently manage your editors, and you also have to have some social proof and a track record and all of these things to even attract clients through the door. So let's go ahead and talk about what like a multi-phased system would look like. The freelancer phase is what a lot of you guys are in right now. That's delivering quality work to your clients, building a track record, building a portfolio, establishing social proof. The aim in this stage is to get in demand. Once you feel as though you're in demand, aka more work is coming to you than you potentially can handle and potentially can need. And by the way, that might sound like a delusional reality if you don't have any clients, but trust me, in VP Plus, we have plenty of people, even at crazy ages like Nico, 17 years old, already started his agency. So literally just deliver quality work, build a track record, build a portfolio, and get yourself in demand. The transition phase comes when you're in demand and you would love to take all the work that's coming to you, but you physically can't do the labor anymore. But hey, you don't want to now start turning down work that's trying to come through the door. So what do? You transition. You go through the transition phase. Agency isn't a scary word. All agency is a brand that brings work through the door from their brand, their social proof, their track record, and they just have freelancers just like you and I who work for that brand, that agency, and take all the work. In the agency phase, the number one thing you guys need to prioritize is hiring. Your agency is only as good as the talent below you. If you have a dude called Shane who smokes weed all day and turns in his work at 5 p.m. when it was actually due at 8 a.m., that's going to be a very stressful agency to run because you're not going to be able to deliver quality work for your clients, right? Bringing them onto the team should make your life easier. For example, my agency, shout out to my editor Adil, absolute killer out in Pakistan. If the video is a little bit wrong, he will stay up to get it done. If there's a power cut, he will go and nickel a Tesla, start his his own power station. That's the idea of who you want in your corner as a freelancer. When you're going into your agency, you kind of want a balance of fair price so you can make a good margin, but also you cannot ignore quality of work and punctuality. These two are so important. Honestly, I would rather give up more of a percentage to ensure those 2 points. Now we've reached the agency phase, right, where all you have to be doing is you've shifted into a managerial role. You're managing the client relationship and your freelancers, and you're just making sure they have a seamless flow of content. You're also the front of house now. You're going to be bringing in new clients yourself. You'll be selling them. You'll be on the calls, etc., all that stuff. In the early days of your agency, you might play more of an active role in the first couple months to like establish the process and the systems, and then you'd be a little bit more top-down, drone pilot looking in on the battlefield, so to speak. Real quick, let's talk about the Outreach Masterclass. All right, quickly before we continue with the video, I just want to make sure you understand that I just dropped the VP Plus Outreach Masterclass. This is 20 episodes breaking down multiple different places that you guys can outreach to freelance video editing clients. We have 2 different episodes in each. Each category is split into a theory where we talk about the do's, the don'ts, and that's like a notes-taking episode. And episode number 2 is the practical, where we showcase live messages, outreach messages that worked and converted the client, outreach messages that didn't work and didn't convert the client. Things you guys should be incorporating in your own approach, things you might not be incorporating. This is 4.5 hours of content, 20 episodes long. If you join Video Production Plus for $24.99 a month, you get access to this program and multiple other programs as well, countless stuff on the way, 1,000+ digital assets, and one-on-one calls with me. It's the most competitive offer in the entire video production scene. You should be inside. And let's get back to the video. So that was the Outreach Masterclass. That's the newest program to drop in VP Plus. The methods that kids like Nico, our 17-year-old killer, they're using similar methods to that. In fact, one of the methods, the Twitter method, is exactly what he used. We've also got Full-Time Freelancer, an hour and a half of content, but the reason I mentioned those programs is because we're also going to be working on an agency masterclass. I want to be talking to my other friends who are agency owners, 20K agency owners, 5K agency owners, etc. And we're going to be compiling the various different information that they've learned, and we're going to be creating a course around it. I have an agency myself. It's a relatively new endeavor, but it's going well. I have many other friends who've been able to scale to 6 figures through an agency model. Video Production Plus has 350 members. I'm going to have to start charging for one-on-one calls around 450 members, something like that. So there's a small window where you can come and have a free call with me. That's right. When you pay $24.99 a month for Video Production Plus, I'm doing free calls with all my members. You can come in, you could book a call. It's a lot of value, to be totally honest. And the reason I'm doing that is to create these amazing stories from my community. It is undervalued right now. In the future, it'll still be a good deal, but it won't be as undervalued as we truly are right now. I'm almost to the point where we have too many members to do free calls, but I'm trying to do it for as long as I possibly can to provide as much value. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. My name is Vijay. Have a nice day. And this right here is an important video to go watch next. This is my freelance vs agency video, right? Gonna break down 2 different paths, mine and my boy Noah's. We went 2 different paths. We both had massive success. I built a freelance career. He went and worked for an agency. This is a must watch after you've completed this video. Go join VP Plus and then watch this video. See you guys there.